Okay, yesterday's math. Math, they're getting much better at being respectful during.
They really are.
Yeah, at everything in general.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with you. Thank you.
Yeah, they really are.
You tamed the beasts.
Thank you.
Yes.
It needs to be tamed.
I know. Yeah, even their math warm up, like a lot of them are more engaged. We still have some kids that are drawing and like not doing anything, but that's typical. It's always going to happen every time. Like there are some kids that I have to literally ask every single day. Mia.
We got Mia. We got Brandon.
Yeah.
But I think they just. Do you think that Mia can actually catch up?
Yes.
Because the last time I graded her assessments, she was not exactly using the best language to describe the explanation. It's very Mia.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's very Mia.
Her brain's a little jumbled. Like, and I mean that in a good sense. Like she is, she understands, but she has language expression. Like you've read her writing, right?
Yeah.
Like she gets things jumbled. Like she'll write about one thing and then another, and then go back to the first thing, then go back to the second thing. It's like if you look, it's like every other thing goes back to a different one. It's like same thing in her math, right? But she understands the math concepts.
Yeah.
But the writing part is not okay for her.
He is not getting it.
He doesn't understand anything. Why don't I do a one-on-one lesson with him tomorrow?
We haven't done that for a while.
Why don't I do that tomorrow with him during the math test time?
Sure.
Or either way, I'll pull him sometime from it.
Yeah, I should think that he definitely needs a one-on-one.
And Kata, she was understanding until I helped her today, and she was like in la la land. I think same thing, she just wasn't focusing, because she seems to really normally understand, right?
Right. She was like, okay, I took over the math notebook. Yes, like I said I would, and I was like, just checking if they were doing it right. Hers was very colorful. I feel like she's only taking it down because she wanted to use the markers. Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah, it was very organized.
Okay.
Yeah. She was never really that expressive during math lessons.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was only when writing or reading, like math she
never
really talked that.
Yeah. Here's what I love about math just in general so far that you've done since you've taken it over the last couple of weeks, and I do this also, but the different, like one time it was a whiteboard, one time it's the math journal, one time it's their packets, like that keeps them interested and engaged. And we've also learned over time, I've learned this, you learned this, that just coming to the carpet to listen doesn't work.
No.
They have to actively be writing in order for them to focus on what you're doing. If not, they just start talking. And so I think in this group, that's part of it. And it's also a really good informal assessment every time, because you can look at the whiteboard and see who's getting it and who's not, right? Like, so that's one thing that you've done really well, not just in the recorded lesson yesterday, but this whole week in general, that you're constantly getting informal assessments just in their math warm-up or just in their math practices. So that's really good. So keep bringing the different things to the carpet. Participation by Riley was amazing.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, he was literally the first one to come to the carpet today, and I was like, Riley, high five.
Yeah.
Jesus, high five, Riley.
Yeah. And so I think it's been fun. I think tomorrow's stations will be good, but how are you planning to outline them? Like, I wasn't here when you did them the first time.
Okay, last time was a mess only because that we were still doing the U-shape table, so that I literally had to find different places for them to work on. But this time I think it'll be much easier because we basically put them in groups already.
Yep. They're in 6 groups. Okay.
It's kind of like Scoot. Okay. But they move as a group.
Okay, so you're gonna have each desk a station. Yeah. There's 6 stations. Anything else about your lesson? I thought it went really well.
Yeah, it's definitely much better than the previous week and previous lessons, like they really do get what I'm trying to ask them to do now, and also they get that I'm just really strict.
Which is great. I love it.
Strict.
Yep.
No, I think it has been great. Any feedback from you?
Same thing. We still have Bruce, who's all over the place when it comes to math time.
Yeah.
So I'm to the point where I'm just about to give him extra things to do at the same time. This fractional unit, he's way higher than he has been in even the other units. Like before the other units, he knew geometry, but not this strong. Like clearly he has a much even higher level of fractions than even the other units that he was higher in.
Do you think that it's because that he's also going to other maths lessons?
Joshua's also got the fractions down.
Yeah, but Joshua is not that
disrespectful.
Yeah.
I might look into some extension practice for those three.
What about the homework part of the packet? Like we never really printed out.
Yeah, but it's still just too easy, right?
Right.
I'll look into this for next week. Tomorrow we have stations and an assessment, so we don't need to worry about it. But sometimes I just print extra ones and say, okay, if you know that's so easy, try these. If you know that's so easy, try these. And then that Zern will also get them entertained.
I can help them out and also Brandon starting next week because I'm not leading math.
Do the trade,
right?
Yeah,
do the trade.
Okay. All right. No, other than that, I think it went well. I think also, though, another thing is sometimes you keep them on the carpet too long.
Yeah.
And then it's not fair to them that they're misbehaving because they've been on their bottom on a hard surface for that long. So I would watch your timing sometimes on the carpet.
Yeah, I was surprised that the note taking took about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm also amazed that they were
stuck with it. Yeah, I agree. But sometimes we have to watch that. Like sometimes it's happened with the read aloud in the morning, not the reading part, but then there's another 10-minute discussion, and then all of a sudden it's 40 minutes that they've been sitting there, or the writing 40. You know what I mean? So I think we have to be more conscious of their carpet time. And sometimes I just, even if I still need to teach, I say, okay, go back to your desk and then pull out your writing notebook and then take notes while I'm talking now. Like it's a natural, like, go back to your seats, but word discussion isn't over necessarily. It's kind of you get a 2-minute movement and then I want you to still listen again kind of thing.
Right.
So just watch that because I think sometimes the carpet's been a little too long.
Okay. All right.
Other than that, no, I think it's going well. It's going great. I love it.